Hey everybody, welcome to Module 5. Thank you for getting in your customer research assignment. Hopefully there was a big sigh of relief as you got that in there. You get through your first major group assignment here. Hopefully that feels good and we're well on the way throughout the semester. I will work on getting you feedback as soon as possible on those, but don't panic. This is about a learning and a process. We're building towards something new and different. I will acknowledge that you guys are trying to approach these from a different way, and I'm definitely understanding on that. So there's definitely an opportunity to improve throughout the semester. So moving on to the brand value proposition here. There is no rest. I'm sorry about that, but we are going to be right back at it with another full major assignment on here that, again, is super important for you to be successful throughout the semester. So brand value proposition, as always, like with the last time, what I want you doing is to look through the assignment sheet, the rubric, and the previous examples first, and then meet as a group right away to talk through your thought on this, because this is a huge assignment that's going to have lasting results for much of your future work. Everything you do from here on out will come back to the decisions that you make on this brand value proposition, and then also with the customer research assignment, because you're constantly going to be referring back to the things that you're deciding here. So spend the time in there that you're really feeling good about those. By now, as you're going through these, that you should be through the questions in the beginning here, document, and think through the answers to those. But that's just a start. From there, you need to figure out both a format and the content to best answer those questions. Again, I don't want you to be literal. I'm seeing some of the people that are using these guiding questions as headline subheads. They're not meant to be call and response. Those are meant for you guys to guide your thinking as you guys are meeting as a group, and some things to think about. There are ways for you to go through those, but please don't just answer them directly in your presentation. Your goal is to both figure out and convey how you can position your brand in a way that is what I call memorable, ownable, and believable, a mob mentality for a brand. Some key truths for that are really important. People are busy. They have a lot of other things going on. There's a lot of other messages. They don't want what you're selling either. As much as brands think, oh, people love us, they love everything that we're doing, they don't want what you're selling here. And finally, other people are already doing what you're doing. You have competitors in the marketplace that are also competing for mind share and attention, and even things that aren't outside of what your brand are doing. A lot of competing factors on here. So you need to create something that's memorable, ownable, believable, ultimately useful for your audience. You need to figure out ways that are going to demand their attention. That's what this brand value proposition is. Why is what you're doing better or different? The answer for the purpose of this assignment should not be based on the product or what you're actually selling. So you should not be saying that we're creating a better XYZ, or we're creating a superior widget. That is not bringing value to somebody. That's a thing. It needs to be an emotional connection or hook. What should people feel, think, or believe after all of this? Use the examples in the assignment sheet as a solid starting point, but again, don't copy those. And then once you figure out an example for those things, then you can figure out what makes your brand unique, and you need to make the case for why. What is it about your brand that is going to be interesting? Remember, the format for these things is convince me, the CEO, why this makes sense. So you don't need to give me the background. I'm the CEO of the company. You don't need to say we have this many locations, we have this. I'm the CEO. I know those things. But you as the marketing team make the case for me on what you're doing. Make a clear and direct connection back to your audience. That's super important for this. So we just finished the customer research piece. That's your audience. So all of the decisions that you're making and what you're doing and why with the brand value proposition should connect back to that audience. That's really, really important. Explain the thinking and the rationale behind it. So we are going to stand for this. We're going to make people believe this because our audience is looking for X, Y, and Z. That's super, super key and really needed to make your case in point for this. Again, you're doing this in presentation format, so slides should be both brief and well designed. Use the speaker notes. We've been over this a couple times, but make sure you're using the speaker notes. Brief content on what is actually on the slide, and then the vast majority is what's coming through in the speaker notes. Think about it as like the iceberg mentality on that. So we have just a little peak on the thing here that you see what's above the water. The vast majority is in the speaker notes below from those pieces. Finally, end with 2 to 3 questions for me. The goal in those things is try and get help. You're not trying to quiz me on what happened on there. You're trying to get new and interesting information so you can be more successful on these going forward. Schedule an appointment for me with me to see if we can meet as a group, see if I can give you guys insights and help. I really want you guys to know and stress that I'm here and open and available to help you guys out so you guys can get the support you need to be successful. So with that, really looking forward to see what you guys come up with the brand value proposition. I hope you guys have a great week, and I can't wait to hear from you guys soon. Thanks, everybody.